Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Happy end of the work week. If it's the end of your work week, it's hot. I know that's the number one talked about thing on YouTube right now is how hot it is. At least if you're down here in the southern southeast and even in Ohio. Apparently Doc is already having the same weather we're having, which I didn't even think that was possible up there. But, 96% humidity when you wake up in the morning. It's 70% right now according to the app, but it feels like 100%. The real feel is already like 87, and it's 8:30 in the morning. It's miserable, but can't just stop because it's hot. Bills still have to be paid, grass still got to be cut. We ain't been having any rain, but the weeds are still growing, and I got a lot of weedy yards. So I'm actually doing my bi-weeklies today. One I'm not doing. He's got centipede that I cut pretty low, and it honestly, man, it has not grown without any rain. So I'm not doing his, and he's a customer that's not on the books anyways, if you know what I mean. So yeah, he's the father of my ex-roommate. Can't do a lot for himself, so I mow his property as needed. It's normally every 2 weeks, but he's the only one that I do as needed just because he's just a super nice guy and lives by himself and can't really do much. So, yeah, I do his as needed. So I don't mind skipping his if he don't think it needs done. So it's not a big deal. But I'm doing 3 other bi-weeklies this morning, and I'll be home before lunchtime. So, yeah, it's freaking hot, man. Hope everybody's staying cool. These that I do today, man, I do them in like 28 minutes. Maybe a few more minutes longer today because of the dew on the ground. I go a little slower just so I don't tear the yard up. So either way, about half an hour and I'm out of here, man. I wish I had about 20 like this that I could do in like 28 minutes, especially in this neighborhood, man. I could park in this cul-de-sac and knock out like 4, man, and then do a couple more in the afternoon and be done for the day. That would be awesome. I did put door hangers out here, but I haven't got any calls back. There's 2 for sale right here in this cul-de-sac. One of the yards needs to be mowed bad. I don't know if they're still living there right now or not. Last time I was here, there was still people there, but the bushes need to be trimmed. I'd love to give them a quote for that. I might put a door hanger on the door before I leave, or call the number on the real estate sign. Do y'all ever do that? When you first started your business to get some clients, did you call these numbers on the real estate signs and end up keeping them or getting the job or whatever? Did y'all do that? Because I see them all the time and I've never really called. But I think I should start doing that. But yeah, this first one, man, I'll be done quick. I love doing this property. It's very weedy, but super easy to knock out, bi-weekly price. It's got a hill in the back. I'm gonna try to set my phone up so y'all can see how I mow that hill. So you can see how the Q850 does on the hill. It's steep, but it's not tall. Like the angle is steep, but it's just not very, far down. But I have to drive all the way down to the end, and start from the bottom and work my way up, because it butts up to another property that a guy sells and works on marine equipment. So yeah, let's get this first one knocked out. Hope y'all are doing good today, man. Stay hydrated, stay cool, and let's get it done. Yeah, I still haven't done anything about the mower sliding, so it always runs into my trash can and knocks it over, but it's all right. I'll get to it. Yeah, I need some Shurikens. Nick, if you're watching, I need some Shurikens. I'm tired of spilling gas all the time. Normally I fill up on the first yard, and then it'll get me through. Today, all 3 of them, I won't have to fill it back up. I'm thinking it'll pull 3 times on choke and twice without the choke, and she'll fire the first pull the rest of the day. Let's see. Just kidding. 3 times. All right, finish this one up. All right, so I finished that one up. 30 minutes, even with moving the camera around and stuff. I don't have a tall tripod, so I wanted to film that hill at the bottom on the opposite side so you could really see the angle, but with it being, you know, on an incline and the short tripod, the angle was not going to be good at all to show you guys, so I had to do the best I could, and did it where I did it. So hopefully it turned out good. There's a big portion close to where my phone was that you can't really put the mower on because it's even more uneven. It's got a big dip in it, and the deck will just scalp the crap out of it. So I avoid that and leave that for the trimming. So then I just trim it and blend it in. Mow that yard on 3 inches bi-weekly. To me, that's perfect height for bi-weeklies, especially down here when it's wet and stuff. But it looks good. It blends in with the neighbor's property really well. And yeah, the finished product looks good even though it's a bunch of weeds, so I'm satisfied with it. And yeah, I always enjoy doing that one, you know, 25-30 minutes, bi-weekly price. Super laid back customer. I think I'm gonna try real hard in the spring too to put door hangers in that whole. It's only a 2-street neighborhood, you know. You got the main street and then a street off of it makes a big T wraparound type deal with cul-de-sacs. I'm gonna put door hangers on pretty heavy in the spring in that one because I'd love to have a few in there. But yep. Anyways, on to the next one. It's freaking hot. Ugh. Y'all can see on this one, can't get the mower deck right here. Let me wipe that off. This freaking tripod, man. Have to blend all this with the trimmer. I'm not sure if y'all can even see that good because my screen is so dirty. But all this right here, it's on the incline, so I gotta blend all that with the trimmer. Then obviously along the driveway and stuff. But yeah, that's 3 inches. This yard is just cooked. It looked a lot better last year, but I think in the spring this year with no rain, it did a toll on it. You really need to aerate this thing and plant some real grass seed. Maybe he'll let me do it in the fall and the spring, try to get it looking better, but he just wants it short. So he's one of my best buddies, so I'll just do it. I've done some extra stuff. I mean, I showed y'all, like, I've sprayed all this kudzu to keep it back and trimmed some of this to keep the driveway clear from his truck. But need to do something about the bushes, rip all that out. Some of that's just really tall weeds. I need to rip a lot of that out and trim those bushes up and plant mulch. That might be a fall project too, because it is just way too hot for all that. So get this thing trimmed up and get out of here. Let's see, one pull. Let's see if she'll do it. I'm not saying I still won't, but I know an Echo will, so. I meant to tell you earlier on the first yard of the day, the 7910, one pull, hadn't been started in 2 days. Choke, one pull, she was fired up. So it'll be one pull the rest of the day also, not even with the choke on. Can't ask for more, man. Whew. I'm at my last one for the day. I know I said I was doing 3, which is like, oh my gosh, that's not a lot. But I mean, 3 in the morning, get home by lunch, man, I'll take it. It is so freaking hot. But this yard, it only takes me like 33 minutes just because there's a decent amount of weed eating on the back. There's like a hillside that's got a bunch of bull crap growing on it. You got to use a trimmer on it. I want to try to set the tripod up where you can see that. But this house, it was a new construction house, and they just threw out whatever when they built it. And, you know, he hasn't maintained it as far as trying to fertilize it or grow it or nothing. So it's literally just weeds. And pecans. There's a pecan tree back there. It drops pecans or pecans, however you say it, where you're from. And limbs. And this is my worst yard, probably. No disrespect. It's in a rougher part of town, too. It's in our fire district where I work full-time, and I've been over here a lot. These 3 houses, I guess the same builder built them all, same floor plan, just cookie cutter on, you know, this street with just a bunch of rougher houses around it. But, yeah, I'm going to try to show y'all back there where I have to trim. You can't get the mower on it, but this one don't take long. Thank the Lord. I'm ready to get home and just chill the rest of the day. But yeah, let's get it knocked out. I'll try to show you that in the back. Probably gonna be dusty. But yep, let's get her done. Yeah, this yard's got a little bit of everything. There's a rock in there, rocks here, all weeds. Big limbs back here. I'm always having to pick up something. These trees, they drop so much stuff. And back here, here's that hill I have to put a trimmer on. This big freaking limb. Oh gosh. I mean, it's about time to sharpen these blades anyways, but still. Trying to run over all that. All this, got to put a trimmer on. Oh, yeah. This one's a rough one. Bumpy. Bumpy, bumpy. But you know what? They pay the same. So my mower's already done it once this morning where it acted like it didn't want to turn over for several seconds, like I was talking about in my review video. So let's see if it does it again. All right, I'm done. Hope you can hear me over the air conditioning, man, because it's on full blast. Especially at the end of the day, I'll turn it on. I try not to use it from house to house just to stay acclimated, but I mean, sometimes you got to, especially now, take a break with the air conditioning and whatnot. But it's on full blast right now. I'm gonna turn it down, I guess, so I can talk. But yeah, this yard's rough, man. I mean, that footage I got of weed eating, I mean, I can't even weed eat down as low as I want because there's just so much crap on the ground that'll fly everywhere and hit you and whatever. But It always looks a million times better, even just that. I mean, like I said, it's a rougher part of town. I mean, people throw trash out, and if I picked up every little piece of trash, man, I'd be here forever, and I'm just not doing all that. So it looks way better than it did when I got here. That's what's important. Like I said, this yard's not maintained at all other than when I come. So yeah, man, I'm done. I'm going home. I'm gonna sit in the air conditioning and find something fun to do with the kids, I guess. But yeah, try to get some mowing footage on these real properties for y'all. I mean, these are my 3 probably roughest ones I got, next to a couple I do next week. But yeah, it's hard to do with the phone. You know, I got a small little tripod, so I really do need to get that GoPro with the chest mount, because I can use it here and at my full-time job to get some sweet POV stuff if we go to a good fire or whatever. That's all over YouTube too, if you want to look that up, all kind of footage from that. But yeah, man, thanks for watching today, guys. You know, since I owned up part-time, I got to try to find stuff to make content about, because, you know, I'm only mowing the same 14 properties. So I appreciate everybody watching and always, you know, engaging, man. That's why I do this, to network with you guys and to get better, to ask questions, learn how to do this job more efficient, and get better customers and price. I mean, literally, I mean, the whole thing, the whole lawn care world, you know, learn so much from YouTube. And now I'm making my own videos so y'all can give me feedback so I can be better. But yeah, if you watched this all the way, man, thanks. If you saw something I could do better, or you got a comment or a question or whatever, please put it down below, man. I try to respond to every comment, because I mean, I really don't get that much. And I appreciate all y'all actually watching these videos, so I try to engage as much as I can. But I'm gonna head home. Time to eat some lunch and sit in the air conditioning. So yeah, hope y'all have a good weekend this weekend. Be safe on the 4th of July. Hopefully you're not mowing any grass tomorrow. Celebrate America's 250. So whatever you do, drive responsibly, drink responsibly, you know, the whole 9. We'll be at the pool with the kids, so I'll be behaving myself. So yeah, guys, have a great weekend, man, and I'll see you next week.